Hi, I am. Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I'm in Germany and I've been living here for a year now. And I think it's about time that I talk about my experience living in Germany, hoping that it can be helpful for people who are visiting here or moving here for a job like I did. This is a very small city, I would say, but it was the capital of West Germany. So there are still like embassy branch offices remaining in the city, and some of the prominent German companies' headquarters are here. So there are many expats living here. Also, there's University of Bonn, which is pretty prestigious, and students are coming in here. So yeah, it's an active city in a way. Living in Germany kind of made my lifestyle become a bit more healthy and balanced, appreciating slow life. No, I've been living in Istanbul, which is one of the biggest cities, super chaotic and dynamic and crowded. There's always something to do. There's so many things to do. And then before that, it was New York. So I became to really appreciate this place. I think it was about time that I get to enjoy like a peaceful, quiet life, connect to the nature. It's super green here. Unfortunately, you don't really see the greenness on the ground because the heat wave really killed them all. But normally around this time, it would be super, super green. Like, so I got a job in Bonn and I flew in through Cologne Bonn Airport. And from there, there's one time I took taxi because I had a luggage, and then I think it costed about 70 euro or something, and I had to stop and got off even before getting to the place. And then there's this SB60 bus which goes directly to city center Bonn Hauptbahnhof station, and it's really, I think it takes about 30 minutes and it's about 11 euro. So I would recommend any of you traveling or visiting here use the SB60 bus, which you can get on right in front of the airport. So now I take that all the time if I have to go to the airport. And then here the metro is now 3.80 cent, like 3 euro 80 cents, unlimited for a month. And basically for a month, if you pay this 63 euro to get Deutschland ticket, you can take any metro bus, also regional rail. So not the speedy one, but then the regional rail, RB. These ones you can take to go to any other cities in the country. So I think it's a pretty good deal. It's just that the regional rail is very slow and there are a lot of delays. With bike, you can go almost anywhere. So getting a bike here is a good idea. I use this app called Velo, and this, if you just ride for 15 to 20 minutes, it's 1 euro per ride. So that's also been working out for me. Bonn is really 24 minutes train ride away from Cologne, like a big city. So I recommend you. I mean, also it's a one way. If you find this city so quiet, then yeah, you get to enjoy the quietness. Like that's what kind of guarantees a living quality. You can take the train 24 minutes to city center of Cologne and then enjoy all these big city life. Apartment hunting took me 2 months, and maybe I must say that I've been in and out of the city for the first 2 months. And if I really focused, maybe I would have gotten the apartment within a month. I've been hopping around hostels and hostels then hotels, because some of them were kind of expensive, some of them were, I mean, hostel is obviously cheap, and then I did a mixture of that for about a 1 month. It costed 3,000 euro, which is not cheap at all. I mean, I would expect a city like Bonn, it's so small and quiet. You think that there's nothing going on. So you would think that it's so cheap here, but it's really not. There are a lot of international jobs and international conferences taking place here. So the price is actually way higher than you may think. So getting the actual apartment fast can really save your time and money and mental health. So yeah, I used three different websites: Immobilien and Scout, and then another one was Wege, like WG, and then a B2B apartments in Bonn. And it was super important for me to live near city center because on Sunday, on the weekend, everything is pretty much dead in the outside of the city center. And I wanted to live near some area that's lively during the weekend as well. I think anywhere within the city of Bonn, your commute might be just 30 minutes. And if it is not well connected with the bus or metro, then you can take the bike, and the bike with bike anywhere is pretty much 20 minutes or so. The ride by the Rhine River is very nice and very well thought out, like the roads and then the people walking and then the bicycle line. What else? For a cell phone, I come from outside of Europe, so I needed a SIM card. I visited Vodafone at that time, and I don't remember the price, but they said something like some. I remember they mentioned this price, and I found this to be ridiculously expensive, but in any case, I don't have any choice. So I went there, and it would like the SIM card was out of stock. So then I don't get to buy one. The next day I go back, and then it was still out of stock. So it's been out of stock for how many days? I like, how is this possible? Like the country that I'm from, this is like impossible to happen. So I'm like, what? Like, can you recommend me somewhere else that has a SIM card? And then they recommended me, actually, if I go to MediaMarkt, then way cheaper, they say, and then they should have something in the stock. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this before? Anyway, I went to MediaMarkt, and it was really smooth. They just needed my passport to register something to open it. And then I got this SIM card, and basically each month I pay 15 euro for 15 gigabyte, and it's prepaid. For someone like me, like an expat who's moving around, this without a contract is the best option for me. If you don't need German phone number, then of course you can do eSIM. When I just got here, I had a lot of work and I'd rather finish it. So I was kind of working like 30, 40 minutes more, like overtime. Sometimes it goes to 6 p.m. or something like that. If I do that, I cannot take care of any of the administrative things, any of these, even getting SIM card. It really like taught me lesson like, Julie, you have to leave work on time to be able to take care of something, because if I leave work a little after 5, then you don't get to go to Media Markt and line up and get SIM card. They will close. It was really difficult for me to understand or get used to this, like things closing after 7 p.m., also things closing on the weekends. On Sunday, everything is closed other than few restaurants and bars. Just put your mind to it. You get used to it, then you will shop things beforehand. Work and life balance. Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about work and life balance. I don't work in German company, so I cannot really speak for German company. This is what I hear. They say that work and life balance is amazing. This is also what I hear from some of my friends here. I am working with one German person who, if I need to go somewhere to do some administrative tasks, or if she already knows that things are closing really early. So if I need to kind of ask something like, can I leave a little bit early to go to here to get this? And she totally understands because she comes from here. And I think maybe that's also what kind of builds good work and life balance in Germany. If you don't leave work at 4:30 or 5 p.m., you cannot do certain things, especially with the closing hour of other shops and offices. So I think it's all interconnected. Like, finally, travel. I've been traveling a lot, and actually, before coming here to Bonn, I traveled some other cities within Germany. I've been to Munich, I've been to Dresden, I've been to Stuttgart, and then any cities from there to Bonn, I've traveled. The price of renting a car to be pretty good, and The train was also good. It's just almost never on time, I feel. Every time I try to travel anywhere, I really love going to Cologne. From Cologne to Paris, I think it's about 3 hours and 20 minutes train ride. That's really close, no? And then from here to Amsterdam, also 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. Brussels, super close, also 2 hours. Um, yeah, so Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris, all well connected. Also, the weather. So many people warn me of this that you're gonna be so depressed in the winter time. And yes, it is really, really gloomy and cloudy and rainy and so cold. But summertime, like super sunny. There are so many things to do in the autumn time as well, with the Beethoven Fest, with classic music of September and a little bit of October. And then, you know, the October Fest, it's happening in Munich, but throughout the whole country. Spring is really beautiful. The cherry blossom is worldly known and super popular. Spring, summer, fall, it's all good. It's beautiful in its own way. And you get to experience different kinds of colors in the city. Beautifully planned, the city. Just the winter is shit. If you can figure out what to do in the winter time, like, I don't know, do reading more. And there are lots of museums here, so you can kind of, I don't know, explore those museums instead of really feeling the gloominess of the outside weather. If you're a fun person, no place is gonna be boring, right? It's anywhere is gonna be fun. I really like that I get to enjoy this type of life after living in big cities, and I am enjoying it. And it's been a very fruitful year, I would say. And yeah, I would like to continue it this way. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.